Hello kids, I hope you all are fine and safe. This video is for grade 11th, day 5, chapter 1, set. In the last video, we learned about operations on set. So here, we are going to learn about few laws which are based on operation on set. So the first law is law of union. In law of union, we have the first one, which is commutative law, which says that A union B is equals to B union A. The second one is associative law, which says that A union B union C is equals to A union under bracket B union C. Which means first I'll find out A union B and then the result will be with union C. The third one is idempotent law. That is A union A equals to A. That means if I have to find the union of set A with the same set, the result will be the set itself. The fourth one is law of identity, which says that A union null set is equal to null union A, which is my commutative law, and that both are equal to A only. So we can say that, point to be noted, 1 mark question can be framed from here, that null is the identity for union set. And also we say that A union universal set, we know that we represent universal set by U, equals to universal set union A, and that is equals to universal set itself. These results are important because we will be solving question based on these results. So you need to remember all the results which are given over here. So you need to remember all the results over here. The second is law of intersection of set, which states that the first one is commutative law, in which A intersection B is equals to B intersection A. That is also commutative. The second one is associative law, in which A intersection B intersection C is equals to A intersection under bracket B intersection C. The third one is idempotent law, which is A intersection A is equals to the set itself, which is A. And the fourth one is law of identity, which says that A intersection null set is equal to null set itself, or null set intersection A is equals to null set. And the second one is A intersection universal set is equals to universal set intersection A equals to the set itself A. That means if we find intersection of set A with universal set, the result is set A itself. So here universal set is the identity for intersection. This symbol means intersection, inverted U, which means intersection. So universal is the set, is the identity for intersection. And what is the identity for union? Null is the identity for union set. So this you need to remember, and this you need to remember. In fact, all the laws you need to remember, because we will be using all the laws to solve further questions. The third one is distributive law, which says that a very important law, both laws are very important, that union distributes intersection, which means A union under bracket B intersection C can be distributed as, we will find A union B, because here the symbol is union. So A union B under bracket, then what do we have next? Intersection. So intersection, then again A union C. So A union C. This is the law of distributive. The second one is that, this you need to remember because this is a very important law and we will solve question based on that. The second one is that intersection distributes union. This states that A intersection B union C is equals to, here the symbol is intersection. So first we'll write A intersection B. So A intersection B, then we have symbol U. So union, then again A intersection C. So A intersection C. So these are the two laws. Coming to the next. De Morgan's law. Again, a very important law. Whatever law I have told you now are the most important law from set theory, and we'll be using all the laws while solving question. So De Morgan's law, especially in case of proving, we'll be using it. That is A union B complement. Here this is a symbol of complement is equals to complement A, and this union, if we remove the bracket, then this union changes into intersection. So intersection B complement. So here it was entire complement, and if we break it into two parts, then this union becomes intersection. Similarly, for the intersection also, A intersection B complement is equals to A complement union B complement. This is how De Morgan law can be stated. Now let's solve a question based on the above law, which I have explained. Now the question is, the universal set is this. The elements are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. The set A has the element A, B, C, D, E. The set B has the element A, C, E, G. And the set C has the element B, E, F, G. I have to verify the following. There are 9 questions over here, and I will be verifying each and every one by one based on the given set. The first law was that commutative, that is A union B is equals to B union A. And this I will be proving for with AC, with BC, and with AB, all the 3. So the first one is A union B. We know that union means we take all the elements, right? So the set A is A, B, C, D, E. Union set B is A, C, E, G, right? So union means we'll take the list of all the elements without any repetition. So union will be A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. And AC already have written, E already have written. What extra it has? It has Z extra, G. So I'll write this. This is A union B. Now let's talk about RHS, that is B union A. So on solving B union A, again I'll list all the elements which are present in both the sets, either in A or in B, without any repetition. So I'll list down all the elements. So when I'll write it, I'll see that LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, A union B is equals to B union A. So I have proved this one. The second one is A union C is equals to C union A. So A union C, similarly I'll find this is my set A, this is my set C. Again union, which means I have to list all the elements which are present in either A or in C without any repetition. So I'll get this. Similarly C union A, if you solve this, you will get the same, which is equals to LHS. Therefore proved. The third one is B union C, C union B. Similarly, we can write set B union C as at place of B. I'll write set B union set C, and when you'll solve it, you will get this. And C union B, when you'll solve this, you will get this. So union, at last, I just want to explain it again. Whenever we find union of two given sets, we list all the elements which are present in either set A or in set B. So without any repetition. So no elements we should miss out. All the elements should be listed. So that is what we mean by union. If you have still any doubt in union, then you can refer my previous videos. The fourth one is that A intersection B equals to B intersection A. So intersection means only we list the common elements which are present in both the sets. So in both the set, A is present, C is present, A is present, C is present, and E is there. E is there. D is here, D is not here. So I'll just list out all the elements which are present in both the sets. So I have written set A here, set B here, and the common element is this. Let's talk about B intersection A. Are we getting the same result in this case? Now first I'll write B and then I'll write A. The position does not matter. Why? Because here also we list out the elements which are present in both. So here also we'll get ACE, that is equal to the LHS. Therefore verified. Similarly, I can do for B intersection C and C intersection B. At place of B, I have written the set intersection C. Then list out the common elements, which is E and G. Similarly, C and B. First I'll write C set, then intersection, and then I'll write B set. I'll find the intersection of it. I'll get again E and G, which is equals to the LHS. So therefore verified. Similarly for AC, what I'll do that at first I'll write A, then intersection C, list out the common elements. In case of C intersection A, first I'll write set C, intersection set A, then list out the common elements, which is equals to the LHS. Therefore, this one is also verified. The next one is that A union B bracket union C is equals to A union B union C. This one, right? So first I'll find A union B, right? So if I'll find A union B, what I'll get? A, at place of A I have written A B C D E union A C E G, that is A union B, and then union set C, this I have written. So first I'll solve whatever there inside the bracket. So when I'll solve this A union B, I'll get this as a result, A B C D E and G. Then union set C I have B E F G. Then again the union, that means the list of all the elements present in both the sets without any repetition. So it will be like this. I suggest you to try it by yourself and match the answer so that this get more clear to you. Similarly for RHS, A union B union C, first I'll write the set A union. Now inside the bracket what I have, as you can see that here I have written two brackets. This bracket starting from here ends here. This represents set B. Then union, here we have set B, so set B. Union, then again we have set B. So again our bracket is starting here and it's getting ended over here. This represents set C. And both are inside the bracket. So here I have used another bracket. If you wish, you can write large bracket also at place of this. So here, if we write it like this, so first I'll find this one, that is B union C. List of all the elements present in both the set without repetition. I'll get this one, union this. Again I'll perform the union and finally I'll get the answer, which is equals to my LHS, therefore verified. Moving the next. The next I have A intersection B intersection C is equals to A intersection under bracket B intersection C. First I'll start solving LHS, which is A intersection B. First I'll solve this. Again, as you can see that you should not miss any of the bracket. So this bracket is starting from here and ends over here. This represents set A. Then intersection sign, again a bracket starting here and ends over here. This represents set B, and all are inside a bracket, which is my A intersection B in this under the bracket. Then again I have intersection sign, a bracket starting from here ends over here, represents set C. So if I'll solve this, I'll just list out the common elements which are present in A and B. So here I have. After that, once again, this is not G over here because we don't have G. So now intersection B, E, F, G, again the common elements present in both the set, that is E, so I'll write it. Similarly, if I'll solve this, first I'll write set A, then intersection B, C. So first I'll solve this B intersection C. So B intersection C is this. This is the result of B intersection C. And again, when I'll find the intersection of that, I'll get E, which is equals to all LHS. Therefore, this is also verified. And the ninth one is A union B complement is equal to complement A intersection complement B. Now first I have to find A union B complement. We know that complement means we have to subtract that given set from the universal set. So U minus A union B. Now at place of A, U, we have this as a universal set minus A union B. So A union B value is how much? This is my set A, this is my set B. So A union B. So A union B, I have this and I have to subtract from the universal set. While subtraction, we know that we'll cancel out all the terms and we'll write the left out terms which are present in the first set. So these are the elements which are present in the first set. So this is the result of A union B complement. If you have doubt in subtracting set, please refer my previous video. Your concept will get clear. There I have explained in more details. Similarly, complement A intersection B. So first I'll find complement A, which is U minus A, and intersection U minus B. So U minus A is how much? This is what I'm getting as U minus A. And U minus B, how much I'm getting? This much. Now I have to find the intersection of this and this. That means the list of the common elements which are present in both the sets. So the common elements are this, which is equals to the LHS FHIJ, which is equals to the LHS, therefore verified. So this is how I'll verify this. The 10th one is that A intersection B complement is equal to complement A union complement B. So I'll start with the LHS. First A intersection B complement means I have to subtract A intersection B from U, right? From U I'll be subtracting it. So once I'll subtract it, I'll get this, that is U minus A intersection B. This is the value of A intersection B, because already we have found. So again and again I'm not going to write this. I'll simply write the value of A intersection B. So if I subtract it, I'll get this. Complement A union complement B means first I'll find the complement A, which is U minus A. This is the value of U minus A, and complement B means U minus B, which is the value of U minus B. So if I find the union of it, I'll list down all the elements. So if I'll write it, I'll get which is equal to the LHS. Therefore, this is also verified. And the last one, which is A union universal set, which means I have to find the union of universal set and set A. So if I'll find it, I have to list out all the elements which are present in all the set, which is the universal set itself. So therefore, A union universal set is a universal set itself. This is what I have got over here, which is equal to RHS, hence verified. So as you can see that this is how I have solved question based on the theorems. In the next video, first of all, I am giving you few questions as an assignment. These are the questions as an assignment. You need to solve these questions. And in the next video, I'll be sharing few more questions which are based on the operations on set, and basically it will be proving type question. So you will be getting those questions. You know that you can download the link, download the notes from the description part of the video, right? Or the notes links are in the description part of the video. In case if you have any doubt, then you can write your queries in the comment box. Till then, take care and stay safe at home.